Well, Duke has shown off its depth. They've shown off their defense. They haven't had very many good starts to games. That was a message from Jon Scheyer to his team. The Blue Devils begin with a basketball on a Friday night here in Durham. Same starting five for the Blue Devils. Taking on Niagara tonight for the first time ever, and then Sunday brings the first ever matchup against Howard. This is Caleb Foster for three.
Billy Brown's a really team player. He does all the little things you love from a player. Screen and rebound, do the dirty work stuff.
Cayden from the corner. It's been almost 2 decades since someone had numbers like Cameron Boozer through 5 games in ACC play. More defense leading to offense, and it's Darren Harris with a hand in his face. Walters beats the crowd's buzzer, but can't get it to go. Good hustle on the offensive glass by Kabeya Shabangu, and that leads to a second 3 for the Purple Eagles. Only the 3rd home game of the season here at Cameron for Duke, not including the exhibition they played. Here's a steal for Cameron Boozer. Leading the break, Isaiah Evans, cash money.
He comes to the Duke games, but not a lot. I think it's because Paulus is here, and I think he's coming Sunday. Malik Brown inside.
Yes, indeed.
The entire first half, they move the ball very well. It's great movement.
Again, Coach Scheyer's talking about, you want to go to the NBA, it's not just shooting. You got to play everything. You got to be a basketball player. You got to do everything, and he's doing that.
Cameron Boozer, the steal and the stop. 3 rebounds, assists, and blocks. Pretty soon he'll lead in steals too. Jim, why do you think it took a while for everybody to realize?
Well, he didn't score, a lot in high school. And,
3 from the corner, Justin Page.
That has to be it, because he physically is a very, very good basketball player.
On the Page, I said before that Hawkins was the leading scorer. He's not. Hawkins is the leading inside scorer, but that's the first basket for Page, who is, and no problem scoring for the Blue Devils.
Let's not shoot that shot anymore.
Amenya to the corner for Cayden Boozer. Buckets.
What a pass that was.
Jim, were you responsible for engineering the pick and roll coverage?
I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I was the zone coach, and we didn't play zone. So I didn't have a lot to do. But international ball is different. You almost have to play man-to-man. Just too many good shooters.
Wow. Trenton Walters, speaking of good shooters.
They make 4 or 5 more of those shots, which they won't. They'd be in the game.
Tough teardrop. Cayden Boozer, pretty.
What's the problem? Niagara's made a couple nice threes, and they're only down 30. I mean, they're only down 24. Much better for me. He's going to be a much better player because of it.
Prudhomme for 3. Well, both Boozer brothers and Nicholas Amenya were McDonald's All-American last year. Here's Ngongba in transition.
That's exactly what we're talking about. And the thing that makes that happen is the great job by Ngongba getting out there and stopping the dribble. Now there's a scrambling defense. There's an open shot, but it's a rushed shot.
Yeah, it's not easy to make those shots. They're under pressure the whole game.
Foster buries another.
Now that's not a pressure shot. And they move the ball on offense to get a wide open 3.
Yeah.
Evans, why not? 10 straight for Duke to start the second half.
In the business. I mean, you must have really got somebody upset up there.
It is a privilege to be alongside such knowledge and experience, charisma.
And they just missed out.
1 point loss to Michigan and Detroit. 1 point loss to Texas Tech last night in the Bahamas. Cayden Boozer has knocked down a bunch of open good looks tonight, including Tuesday in the Champions Classic over Kansas. That's well done, and more points in the paint, which have come sparingly tonight for the Purple Eagles.
That is the first time we have seen Niagara break down the Duke defense like that.
And get a layup.
You got to credit Niagara. They continue to try to move the ball, and it's not very often they've been able to get out.
Been playing since he was 6 years old in Italy, went to a basketball academy when he was 13, 14, and here's good hands. Foster the steal, Boozer the flush. Beats Zanki after he turned it over the previous possession.
It's always great. Greg Paulus is trying to do at Niagara is just very interesting in terms of, what he's dealing with. You mentioned the lack of funds. Another great move by Ngongba. Major schools. Well, he's got guys from junior college and D2.
That's what he has to do. You
Now,
don't have money. But don't just stand there and try to get run over. I think it's the worst playing basketball, and it should get it out of the game.
Amenya for three.
I think he got some confidence tonight. Pretty impressive.
Really impressive.